Instead of jumping on the MrBeast hate bandwagon, in this video, we continue our investigation into DogPack404's sociopath allegations about MrBeast. In our last video, we covered the initial claims made by DogPack404, analyzing the evidence and discussing whether it truly supports the idea that MrBeast is a fraud. Today, we're diving into DogPack404's second video, where he discusses MrBeast being a sociopath. Let's dig deeper and see what we uncover this time. Overview of the new allegations. In this second video, DogPack404 expands on his previous claims, presenting new examples that, according to him, further prove MrBeast's alleged sociopathic behavior. This time, he focuses more on specific interactions between MrBeast and his team, highlighting moments where he believes MrBeast's true nature is revealed. DogPack404 argues that these moments, captured in various behind-the-scenes clips and stories from former employees, show a pattern of manipulative and controlling behavior. But as we've seen before, it's crucial to consider the full context of these situations. Are these isolated incidents being blown out of proportion, or do they indicate a deeper issue? Analyzing the new evidence. Let's take a closer look at the new evidence presented. One of the key pieces of evidence DogPack404 points to is a clip where MrBeast is seen allegedly berating a team member for a mistake. While the clip does show MrBeast in a moment of frustration, it's important to remember that running a large-scale production, especially one as ambitious as MrBeast's, comes with high levels of stress. The pressure to constantly deliver viral content can lead to tense moments. However, a single instance of frustration doesn't necessarily equate to being a sociopath. It's worth considering whether this is a one-off incident or part of a consistent pattern of behavior. DogPack404 suggests it's the latter, but the evidence still seems anecdotal at best. Examining the testimonies of former employees. In addition to video clips, DogPack404 references testimonies from former employees who claim that working for MrBeast was a difficult and stressful experience. Some describe a work environment where they felt undervalued and overworked, with MrBeast allegedly showing little empathy for their well-being. While these accounts are concerning, it's important to approach them with a critical eye. Employee turnover is common in high-pressure environments, and dissatisfaction among some employees doesn't automatically imply abusive behavior. It's also essential to note that other former employees have spoken positively about their time working with MrBeast, describing him as driven but fair. The mixed nature of these testimonies makes it difficult to draw a definitive conclusion. Revisiting the philanthropy critique. DogPack404 continues to challenge the authenticity of MrBeast's philanthropy, arguing that his charitable acts are more about enhancing his brand than genuinely helping others. However, as we discussed in the first video, the impact of these charitable efforts cannot be ignored. MrBeast's initiatives, such as Team Trees and Team Seas, have raised millions for environmental causes and have inspired millions more to contribute. Whether the motivation is purely altruistic or also involves brand building, the result is that significant positive change is being made. Critics like DogPack404 might argue about the intent, but the outcomes of MrBeast's philanthropic work are tangible and meaningful. Public perception versus reality continued. One of the challenges in evaluating these allegations is the gap between public perception and reality. Public figures often live under intense scrutiny, where every action is magnified and interpreted through various lenses. MrBeast's online persona is that of a generous, fun-loving creator who enjoys giving back to his fans and community. However, behind the scenes, the demands of maintaining such a massive operation can lead to moments that don't align with this public image. This doesn't necessarily make MrBeast a sociopath. It could simply mean he's human, with flaws and imperfections like anyone else. The question remains, are these moments of frustration and stress being misinterpreted as something more sinister? Questioning the motives behind the allegations. As we continue to explore these allegations, it's crucial to consider the motives behind them. Is DogPack404 genuinely concerned about exposing wrongdoing? Or is he possibly seeking attention by targeting a high-profile figure? The rise of cancel culture has made it easier for individuals to gain visibility by accusing well-known personalities of misconduct. This doesn't mean the allegations should be dismissed outright, but it does warrant a careful and balanced approach. It's also important to remember that Dogpack 404 has built a following around these claims, which could influence how the information is presented. Exploring MrBeast's response. In response to these ongoing allegations, MrBeast has largely remained silent, choosing not to engage directly with the accusations. This has led some to speculate about whether there's any truth to the claims. However, it's also possible that MrBeast and his team are choosing not to fuel the controversy, understanding that engaging with such claims could only escalate the situation. Silence can be a strategic choice, allowing the storm to pass without giving it more attention. It's also worth noting that public figures often face numerous, unfounded allegations, and responding to each one isn't always practical or beneficial. Balancing the narrative. As we approach the conclusion of our investigation, it's essential to step back and view the situation from a balanced perspective. On one hand, Dogpack 404 raises valid concerns about MrBeast's behavior, and it's crucial to acknowledge that no one, including MrBeast, is without flaws. Running a massive operation like MrBeast's YouTube empire undoubtedly comes with immense pressure, which can lead to moments where stress and frustration might be misinterpreted as something more sinister. However, it's equally important to recognize the overwhelmingly positive impact MrBeast has had, both through his content and his philanthropic efforts. The millions of dollars raised for environmental causes, the countless lives changed through his giveaways, and the inspiration he's provided to millions of viewers around the world are all significant factors that cannot be ignored. While the evidence presented by Dogpack 404 might suggest that MrBeast is demanding or tough to work with, these traits are not uncommon in high-pressure environments where the stakes are incredibly high. Being demanding or having high expectations of one's team does not necessarily equate to being a sociopath. It's possible that these moments are being amplified or taken out of context, leading to a narrative that doesn't fully capture the complexity of MrBeast's character. Ultimately, the truth likely lies somewhere in the middle. MrBeast, like all of us, is a multifaceted individual who has made mistakes but has also done a great deal of good. It's essential to approach these allegations with a critical mind, recognizing that while it's important to hold public figures accountable, it's equally important to avoid jumping to conclusions based on incomplete information. As we continue to explore this topic, let's remain open to all possibilities, understanding that the full story is rarely as simple as it may first appear. Whether MrBeast is a flawed but well-intentioned individual or something more complex, the conversation should always be grounded in facts and fairness. If you want to stay updated on this investigation, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future content. What are your thoughts so far? Do you think these allegations hold any weight, or do they seem like an attempt to gain attention? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.